Hey folks, Rick Brown here, Bayou Knives, Crowville, Louisiana again. I want to let you know a little something about what I've been doing lately. I got back off on vacation and I made the first of one of my new Frontier series knives, which is based on knives that were made between 1750 and about 1840 during the fur trade, eastern woodland, mountain man. And the first one I made, I called it the Arkansas River, because it's based on a knife that was found in Colorado close to the Arkansas River at South Park. Arkansas River was one of the big fur trapping places, fur trapping rivers at that time. And this knife was in a museum, and I took a picture and run it through Photoshop and made it full size, made me a template out of it, cut a knife out of it. Well, a guy, a friend of mine, his sister and brother-in-law lives in Pagosa Springs, Colorado, and they collect Indian stuff for their house, and he wanted a knife to give to them that looked like something Indian. So this is what I made. I'm going to get it up here where you can see it. I call this Arkansas River. It has a 5-inch blade, and it has some pretty good techniques in it that I'm going to be showing how to do later. First off, the blade is fire edged, and I searched all over YouTube and the internet, couldn't find out much information on how to fire edge. What it is to simulate Damascus or simulate a hand forged knife. And it also has a traditional aqua fortis finish on the maple. It took me a while to research to find out how to do that. Finally found it by going to a website of people that make Frontier rifles, long rifles, Kentucky rifles, such as that. And it also features copper guard and copper pins. Copper was a big trade item and was used all through the trade period. And this features, it's a roach belly knife, very classic for the fur trade. Has a very long straight handle, and it's maple wood, and maple is extremely hard to get stain into. It's almost impossible. And this process is the same process that the Pennsylvania and Kentucky riflesmiths used on the tiger maple, curly maple stocks of the Kentucky long rifle. And I found out how to do it, and I'll be doing a video on it later along with the fire etching. And the sheath that I made for it, excuse me, is a rawhide sheath, and is painted in Indian geometric red, blues, yellows, and has a lot of brass tacks and rivets, copper rivets in it, and it's sewed with sinew, and it looks like something, a museum piece. It's drying right now, so I can't show it. And but he wanted it to look like a museum piece knife, and I did the best I could. I don't hand forge after having a heart attack, so I can't hold out enough to hand forge a knife. So what I did was, to make it as close as possible, was to use this fire etching process and then put the patina on it with the vinegar and the old, as I said, aqua fortis finish on the wood, and use the copper. So I'm real pleased with this knife. I like how it turned out, and I'm hoping that the customer is really is pleased and thrilled with it. He could give me a lot of leeway. All he said was, I want a knife, and I want it to look like something that the Indians would have had in Colorado, which would have been the Utahs and Arapaho Indians. So this knife was in a museum in Colorado, and it was found in Colorado close to the Arkansas River, and so I based it off of that. Is what I made that knife. Just wanted to let you see that, and check out my Frontier series of knives. I have knives named after the eastern woodlands rivers and the major rivers of the 1750s through the 1800 period, and my western knives are named after such as Yellowstone, the Missouri River, and the Arkansas River, and the Green River, and the Wind River, rivers that were very prominent during the fur trade period. So maybe if you need a reproduction knife to look period look to it, maybe you're into reenacting, maybe you're a mountain man or a long hunter, just let me know and I can make you one up. This is Rick Brown, Crowville, Louisiana, saying have a great day and a better tomorrow.